Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the Numinous week beginning August the 18th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is the Wheel of Fortune. Well, we're about ready to go into this, quite frankly, massive solar eclipse in Leo, new moon. To say that it is pretty powerful, pretty important, is a really, really strong understatement. It doesn't mean that anyone needs to be afraid. It just means that we're calling it like we see it. It's very intense, very important, very powerful. And this card, the Wheel of Fortune, one of the most complex and fortuitous and beautiful cards in the deck, reflects that. Reflects the importance, and yet reflects ultimately the surrender that needs to happen in this portal, this initiation that this new moon eclipse is, this month is, reflects the surrender that we're all being invited to finally begin to embody in this life. The willingness to be present, and the willingness, and this may be one of the most important things I've ever shared in all of my videos, the willingness to embody and accept and understand that tarot aside, astrology aside, everything aside, we are all building and birthing and creating the future now. There is no ultimate destiny. There is no ultimate answer. There's nothing that is and will be regardless of free will or regardless of the intentions, good intentions from human beings. What we do matters. And that's exactly what Wheel of Fortune is about, believe it or not. It's not actually about a giant wheel in the sky. It's not about some horrific vision of, an uncaring God just spinning a wheel randomly for our fate. That is a lie told by the brain to whip us up into fear and into not caring, because caring takes a lot of guts. It's really fucking painful. It's really hard to be present with our traumas. It's really hard to be aware of our behavior. It's hard to be present with how we may be affecting others, with our pain and our behavior that perhaps we're not aware of. What we do really matters in the present, and it's how we approach this moment that affects what grows on the branches of the tree. And in life, sometimes we can get a little bit confused, and we can think that it's all about the end goal. It's all about the flowers on the tree. It's all about the fruit. And it's not true. It's always about the root. And it's always about the nourishment and the soil, what the root is getting. How long has it been since you looked at your root system? How long has it been since you touched in with this body, this tree? How long has it been since you cleared your waters, since you watered yourself and cried and swam and connected? Wheel of Fortune is about the divine intersection between our choices, our wise, empowered choices, and our destiny. And where they intersect is in the Wheel of Fortune, because we have a say over the wheel. We get to decide. And it's not always about, I want to quit my job, I want to be a healer, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's about the present. It's about the willingness to say, I'm willing to live in the mundane here. I'm willing to live in the mundane. I'm willing to exist in this moment so that I can be available, present, aware, to step forward into what blooms on my tree. The path to what we want and what this moon is ready to reveal to us, what we're going to be drawn into, is all found through listening, through receptivity, through awareness, not about wishing and wanting and, rather than planting seeds for what you think you want, which is legitimate, and I love what you want. Make yourself an open vessel for what divine, for what this planet desires to birth and plant in you. What are you ready to see? Leo is the sign of the self. What aspects of yourself are you ready to center in? Are you waking up to? What aspects are ready to change? What aspects are ready to come into deeper fullness? This is really all that I have for you this week. To be present, to be listening, to be receptive, to be aware. This is crucial. As America wakes up, as the world wakes up, as things continue to change, as we evolve, don't be afraid. We're seeing more than we ever have before. And the irony is, in order to do it, everything we've needed to do it has been right here all along. The river has been flowing right in front of us, and we've been looking out with our binoculars at, where is the water? The water is right here. So as we move through Wheel of Fortune is a very powerful, finite amount of time in which change and transformation wants to be birthed and moved through us, but we have to be present in order to let it be. We need to do our part and just be here, not worry about when that thing's going to come in or when we're going to know that, when we're going to be able to quit our job. It's not the time for that right now. The time is to be here, to be listening. So how can you allow that to unfold in you this week? That's the question. I hope that it is a powerful moon, a fruitful moon, and a beautiful week for all of you. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.